Hi, everyone. Welcome to Empowered with Gina podcast, still here at ZA Ranch in beautiful Louisiana. And I am introducing you today to Nancy Valerie Miller, who is not only the resident photographer of ZA Ranch and comes to Los Angeles to get all of our footage, but she has a beautiful life here and her own business here. And so, Valerie, welcome, my friend.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So, I know you watched my podcast. Three adjectives to describe yourself.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
Fun, energetic, and passionate.
Okay, good. All right, let's get into it. Where did you grow up?
So I was born in El Salvador, and I came to the U.S. at the age of 11. And, like many immigrants, I had to adapt to a whole new world.
Did you speak English?
No, I did not.
Okay.
So,
wow.
Yeah.
11. And 11 is not a baby. Mm-hmm. You're tweening.
Yeah. So,
oh gosh,
it was a whole new adjustment because for one, I didn't really know my family that was already living here, like my dad or anything, because I grew up with my grandma. So
in El Salvador.
Mm-hmm. So my grandma got sick, and then I moved with my dad after that happened, and so it was everything was so new to me, and I felt like I was so lost because I'm like, who am I right now?
Right.
Not knowing anyone. So everybody felt like a stranger to me. So
yeah, at 11. So then, okay, walk me through what that was like as an 11-year-old entering the school system where you don't speak the language.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So they put me into ESL classes where I was learning English and all that, but I did have the help of my dad. My dad was so helpful and very.
And dad was living here already?
Yeah, in California. Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, so you went to California first?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right. Mm-hmm. So from El Salvador, you went to California.
California.
Where?
San Jose.
San Jose. Yes. And you started life there?
Yes.
How long were you there?
I was there until I was 20.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so you're schooling, you don't speak English, you're 11, you're not a baby.
Right.
That's such a weird time for children with friendships and stuff too.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So what was that like?
So, basically I was put into the classes where everyone was literally learning the language. And, but like I said, my dad was so helpful at home. I would go home and he would be like, you have to learn this 10 words on this day. And then when I come home from work, you have to repeat those.
Really?
Yeah. So that's how I really learned. And also my younger brother was in kindergarten at that time. Mm-hmm. So I was literally doing his homework because that's how I learned. And listening to music, reading the lyrics, that's what helped me a lot to just learn.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. Good for you. And good for dad for having the foresight and encouraging you and doing that. Okay. So now you're, business owner, photographer to the stars, all of that. At what point did you think about photography or as a passion, or what were you thinking about as you were going through school, as you were doing all that? Was education pushed in your household?
It was, but it wasn't at the same time. I felt like, obviously, I was very naive of a lot of things because I didn't know how things worked here. So I listened to my dad a lot, and he was like, you should do this. Go to a 2-year college and just do something fast so that way you don't have to be in school for a long time after you graduate. And actually, I graduated with honors from high school, and I got a full scholarship. I got a full scholarship to go to 2-year college. So I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. But then I was like, okay, so they gave me a list of things that I could pick. And I was like, let's try dentistry. Okay. And I approached my English teacher because she asked me when she found out that I got the scholarship. And she's like, wait, I know a good my dentist. I'm going to talk to him, see if that could work. And so I went in to do an internship with them. And I was like, okay, I really like this.
How old were you?
I was 17.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to graduate that year. And so and then they took me in. They were like, okay, let's give you the chance before you went to college. I did that, did my whole summer of internship with them. And then they hired me after that.
Wow.
So I went to college for 2 years for dental assistant.
Okay.
And then I was working at the same time. So yeah, in dentistry, it's all I've ever done besides photography.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you got this opportunity. Well, you earned the opportunity because you were an incredible student, which from speaking no English at 11 to graduating high school with honors.
Yeah.
I mean, that is insane and amazing. Congratulations. So you do that. You go into dentistry. Are you like that? This is it. I'm going to go into dentistry. This is a great line of work. Okay. So then everything's happening for you. How do you get from San Jose to Covington, Louisiana?
So I got married. So I've been married twice.
Okay.
I got married the first time when
I
was 19. I was 19 when I got married the first time.
Okay.
Yeah. And then obviously my parents were not supportive of that.
Okay.
And my husband at the time was in the military and he was stationed in Italy. So we went to Vegas.
Oh my gosh.
We went to Vegas, got married, and then I had to stay back, obviously, because he had to do like the whole process of getting me there.
Yeah.
And so I stayed back for 6 months and I moved to Italy. And I was 20 years old, moved to Italy.
Where?
It's called Vicenza, Italy, which is like 30 minutes from Venice.
Oh.
Yeah.
My gosh.
And I was like, what am I doing here? I was so homesick.
You're 20 at this point?
I was 20.
In Italy?
In Italy.
Not speaking the language again, but it's similar to Spanish, but not.
Right, yes. So
oh my God. How long were you there?
For 2.5 years.
Jeez.
Yeah, and I never came back to visit or anything. I literally stayed there the whole time. One of the reasons why I didn't come back is because my parents were not happy with me because I went and got married so fast.
Sure.
And then I had my first daughter there. I was 21 when I had her. And she was born in Italy. And then I moved back to, he got stationed in Kansas. So we moved back. This was in 2008. And we moved to Kansas. He got stationed in Kansas. And, things happened, went through divorce. And I stayed there because I was like, okay, I can be here and stay here and be a single mom. And I can support me and my daughter here. Because I didn't want to go back to California and live with my parents. So I stayed there for a few years. And then
doing dentistry work?
Doing dentistry, yes. And then I met my husband there because he was in the military. And this was a military town. So I met him there, really unexpected. And so he's from here, from Louisiana. Okay. So he's the reason why I'm here.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah. And so you get married, you move here, and then you have another baby.
Two more babies.
Yes. That's right.
Yes.
And so your life now has been Covington.
Covington for the last 10 years. Yes.
Last 10 years. Life is here. 2 babies. Well, all your 3 kids now. Where did photography come into the picture?
So, I feel like photography has always been kind of like on the side just because when I was with my dad has always had like a camera with him. And like, he was like, it's so important to have these memories and all these things. So even when I was in high school, I took a photo class.
Okay.
Yeah. So I had that, but then I kind of it went away. I got married and all these things. So when I moved here, I was like, let's try this. And this was in 2014. And then I was like offering like free photo shoots just because I wanted to build my portfolio. And then obviously I didn't get a lot of support from even other local photographers because they were like, you're taking our business because you're offering free sessions and all the things. So I was like, I felt defeated, honestly. I was like, okay, maybe this is not for me. And then fast forward to 2020 when COVID happened. I went back to work after I had my last baby. And I felt like I was literally working just to pay for daycare. And I was like, I can't live this life. Like, I want like more, I wanted to do more. And I think I was 35 and I was like, okay, I'm going to go back to school full time so I can be a dentist. So I wanted to go to dental school. Okay. And so I did that. And then I was like, on the side, I can pick up my camera again. I invested and I bought another camera. Okay. And then...
So you stopped when you started getting the negative feedback the first time?
I did, yes. I stopped for a few
years. The judgment, the criticism, all the things.
That affected me a lot, yes.
And you're just like, they're right. I'm a failure. I'm not going to be good at this.
Yes.
The things we say to ourselves.
Right. Yeah.
And you stopped.
I stopped for a few years, and I had Luna, and then I had Logan. And so during that time, so when I had Logan, I was like, okay, I want to go back to school. So I went back to school, and I was like, I can still do photography on the side. But then I was determined. I was like, I'm not going to let anyone
That's right.
like make me feel any other way. I want to like do what I love to do. And honestly, I felt like it just became this like huge thing like overnight for me. I took a leap of faith, and I just like went all in, and I was like, okay. And then I was going into my third semester of college because I went back to school.
Okay.
And I was like torn because I was about to apply to dental school. I had finished my prerequisites. And then I was like, okay, what am I going to do? Because if I got accepted, that meant I had to give up photography. And so my husband's like, whatever you want to do, like, I'll support you. So
okay, that is a partner, and that is a good husband. And husbands do talk like that.
Yeah. So then I was like, okay. And then honestly, I've never been so religious. And I felt like at that point, I was like, I pray, and I was like, God, please help me make it, because I was torn of what to do. And then I was like, help me make a decision. And all of a sudden, I got this opportunity to do a style shoot, which was like a wedding, like set up and everything. And I was like, okay, this is probably the sign that I needed. Yeah. And I literally gave up school.
Like that was it.
Yes.
This is the sign. I prayed. This is a sign was sent.
Yeah.
Done. And you did not go to dentistry school.
Nope.
Oh my God.
I gave it up. Obviously, it was scary because I wasn't sure how it was gonna go, and I gave everything. I gave it up. I gave everything that was like comfortable, familiar to me, to just like follow what I wanted to do.
How wonderful.
Yeah. And so, it's been this year is going to be 4 years that I've been full-time photographer. And I'm just like, I feel like also it has helped me to teach my kids that it's never too late to start over.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
So
good for you. So you start your business, Nancy Valerie Photography. And how do you, because I'm sure the criticism was still there.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you do this time?
So, I really didn't focus on any of that. I was focusing more on what I wanted to do for me and what I really love to do. Like, obviously, there's always going to be people criticizing you, looking at you. And there's like, I've had people it's like, wait, where did you come from? All of a sudden, it's like you're everywhere. And so I honestly, like this last couple of years, I feel like I've got nothing but support from the community, especially around here. So it's been truly a dream come true. Now I get to travel. I get to do what I love. I get this freedom to like be with my kids when I want to, have my own schedule. And also I feel like one of the biggest things it's been for me, like, my oldest daughter is 17. And she's like, Mom, I'm so proud of you.
Oh, gosh.
And so
that's it.
Yeah. And I'm like, okay, I've done it. This is what I did it. Yes.
Oh, gosh. And that's just all what it's about, right? I want to cry.
I know.
Because as moms, we know that we have these lives and we have doing this and our worries and our wonders and we're doing, but ultimately it's what role model am I being for my child? Am I doing right by them? Am I teaching them? Am I giving them the foundation, the examples? Am I doing a good job?
Right.
Am I being a best mom? And your daughter giving you that feedback.
Oh my gosh.
And she's everything. So smart herself. Like
she is.
She's oh wow. Yeah. She's a firecracker.
Yeah, she is.
And she's probably gonna become a lawyer.
Yes, I know.
And she's I'm her mentor.
Yes. She's like, Mom, I want to see Miss Gina while she's here. So.
Bring her. Get her over here.
Yeah. So, I'm so grateful,
I'm happy
honestly.
to hear this. Now, what do you tell someone who's listening to you who maybe, like you, has like a full-time job or is doing stuff, but they have that hobby that is their passion, but no one's going to take me seriously, but
yeah.
What do you tell them?
Don't listen to those buts. Seriously. I feel like if you have that passion to go all in, just go all in and just follow where your really heart is. And
but it's scary.
It is very scary. Honestly, I mean, like I said, it hasn't been easy for me either. But I feel like once you stop listening and like really caring about what others think of you and just do what you love and what you're passionate about, because honestly, every time I do anything now, it doesn't even feel like work because I love it so much.
I know.
And I enjoy it, and I get to connect with so many people, not just here, but like everywhere else I get to go.
Yeah.
So it's been an
Oh, I
experience.
just love it. So what do you have on the horizon? What are your plans? Where are we taking the business next?
So now what I want to do, I hope that I can be a mentor for others that are pursuing photography. I always tell myself that I wanted to be someone that I didn't have when I first started.
Mm.
So if I can be help, like teach someone else and like encourage someone to just go for it and not be scared of it. If you have that support, you can do anything really, and just put your mind into it, and don't let anyone else feed you all these negative things.
Oh, I know it.
So,
And also I would add, just based on your journey, it's not a direct line.
no.
Don't expect that.
No.
Well, this was my plan and I had these grand plans and everything's falling apart, which I'm sure you thought at some point.
Yeah.
But it really wasn't falling apart.
It wasn't. Yeah. So it's been great. I'm truly blessed. And I feel like also too, like I think that my faith has been my anchor through this journey. And I feel like I have not been alone through this.
Mm.
And also I've met people obviously like you that have supported me so much, and I'm just truly grateful for so many opportunities.
Oh, well, I'm just so grateful to be your friend and obviously work together, but to be on the journey together, right? Because we're both doing our things, and where we can merge and partner and help and support each other. It's really wonderful to do it. And that really is women supporting women and community and partnership, and just sky's the limit when we do that, when women generally do that for each other. So anyways, everyone, if you see any pictures of me here at the ranch and Los Angeles, they're Valerie's. And so we're going to put in the bottom on the caption how you can reach Valerie, how you can book her, how you can look up her work. Please do. It's really great stuff. And it's all about supporting each other. So thank you, my friend.
Thank you
I love you
so much. I love you. And thank you for letting me share my story with you.
So happy you did. Bye-bye.